Hey everybody, it's Derek with Clash of the North here, bringing you the recap of the Week 6 action in the CWL. It's the Rising League here. We went up against Bangladesh, came away with the victory, improved to 5-1 on the season. I believe they dropped to 3-3. So we'll take a look. They were able to start all our 11s. They failed quite a few dips, and that ended up being the difference in this war. Excuse me. We went for 11 triples on this number 1. That's why the score is a little bit closer than what it could have been. We had already won the war mathematically, like it was 82-81. We had 2 hits left. We went ahead and did that. You can see T-Mac, and then I did one. That was super awesome. Anyways, we'll jump into some hits. First up, we have YJ94 coming back. It was good to have him back in war. He's one of our really good NV11 guys, and we're going to need that obviously moving forward, as that's a big area we need to improve on. So here he comes in with 3 loons, taking out an archer tower, and then going to go on to this cannon. But that's really just going to open up some percent. So it's kind of nice already. Getting just a few of these buildings taken care of. Next up is the Queen Walk. He's going to get that taken care of. Brings down a couple Valks as well to set the funnel on the far side. Going to just pick up more percent, set the funnel, do a little bit of tanking, which kind of just helps the Queen. Not that she really needed it, that part of the raid, but still got the buildings out already here. You can see the 1 minion still up working. It's going to push the percent up another, get another percent here. The bulk of his kill squad army, I guess, not really a kill squad when you don't have a second phase, but doesn't really have much to go. Goes ahead and pops the ability, takes out the Queen, and then starts walking on up, continuing this walk. As the Queen gets into range of an Expo, goes ahead and pops the rage spell. That sweeper is being quite annoying, but she gets rid of enough point defense on her quick enough, not make it too big of a deal. In comes some wall breakers and then some bowlers on the top side to just set the funnel. As the bowlers get all that taken care of, setting that funnel, the Queen's able to walk on in, some more bowlers come out, and then bowlers in the CC followed by the King. Everything's going to continue to go right on in here. From here, the bowlers kind of jut around. He had some that were going to walk up and take out the funnel. Which is kind of inconvenient, but the bowler bounce is so money on the Inferno Tower, takes that out, goes ahead and drops the freeze then because of that on the Eagle and the CC, which just allows his bowlers to basically take out the Town Hall while the Golem is still getting to them. And so that was just very, very valuable. Been there 59%, still has the King's ability, has a few bowlers up as well, and those couple of healers doing work. The healers doing work, staying on everything, so up until they start getting into Inferno Tower range, that's kind of it. Archer comes in, starts working on Dark Elixir storage. There shouldn't be enough time for that. I don't believe that was one of the buildings that went down. Goes in, gets the Inferno Tower. That allows the Queen to kind of get healed. Continue to get healed back up. She'll go step up, take out the Tesla. That'll be the last building. And then it's just ending with this archer trying to take out this Dark Elixir storage, which is not gonna work in this amount of time. That ends. A nice job to YJ. I mean, 65% is a hell of a job. We definitely love that attack. It was one that got us well above on the percent game had we been able to. So we'll take a look. We have Josi CS, Josi CS count coming in doing a suicide hero. This is cleaning up my mistake, or my raid here. I destroyed this base. I just ran out of time on the cleanup. It was unfortunate. So in comes a couple wizards. Put a little more into the funnel, so it took a little less time. In come the wall breakers. King already walking away. Queen will go ahead and take out the cannon, so nothing really has any reason to go in. Beautifully, the King gets in range to take out the defensive King. And like I said, this was a cleanup, so we kind of knew what was going to happen. Queen's going to come in here, take out the Inferno Tower. Easily be able to do that without having to pop her ability. And then the like I said, cleanup. This happened on my hit on it. She walked around and just is able to get so much value here. Does run into that giant bomb, which is a little bit of an issue, but does get down. He gets down the wizard tower, and that's really all that was needed, just because it sets up this pathing so nicely. So in come the haste spells. This is where it actually, like, the opening went so well, but the queen goes and jumps in a weird compartment, so it's very difficult for her to get it, for the Skelly spell to, like, go out and get her. The loons kind of all wrap around the Inferno Tower, so another just, like, terrible luck thing that's happening here. But luckily, enough of the Skellies spawn and enough of the loons stay in range to soak up streams that the Skellies get the queen taken out. And then just these couple clutch loons that go hanging out over to the Inferno Tower, get it down, and that saved the raid right there. That one loon, it's the MVP. Plenty of cleanup going on. Loons splitting up. Only that air defense left, and those haste spells that kind of move them all around. That'll get it done. From there, just cleaning up a bunch of trash and getting the 3-star. We actually did a what is it? Got a little stat sheet, which I didn't pull up because I'm just thinking about it, but we have it was our 12th 10v10 of the season. By comparison, the rest of our division, the division combined, according to the War Match site, has 22. So we have over half the 10v10s. Pretty cool. Nice job. Nice job there. Next up, we're going into some 9v9s. Our 9s absolutely killed it. They went 19 for 25 this war, like a 76% hit rate. I think we had 7 people get 6-packs at 9. Most, like, every 9 getting cleared. We had so many, it was a really awesome, our best 9 performance by far this season. We had so many scouts, like, normally get all scouts or get, like, all the 10 scouted, but this one was so good because we had more scouts than, like, we got them all scouted. We still had people left over sitting around, like, what do I do? Okay, so what Doodle comes in here and does is a stone bolo. In come the golems, tons of wizards kind of setting up the funnel. The giant, I love the giant backing up the golem. It was just, like, really cool. And then he let the golems kind of pop the Teslas and start tanking those cannons. All the wizards can step up. We're seeing a lot of this out of our 9s more. Anyway, maybe not a lot, but we're starting to see it on some of these bases that are pushing a lot of the trash out. Is bringing a really heavy wizard group, which is also working really well because those wizards that help make that funnel are really hoping to take down this hound that's in the CC a lot of times really easily. That was pretty cool. So as the kill squad goes in, starts taking out the base, the bowler bounces are just wrecking everywhere. We'll go ahead and drop a rage spell, which just kind of allows everything to move a lot quicker. Just go on in. Does drop that heal spell down for the kill squad, so it's basically at full health going into the second half of this raid. And as soon as the queen goes down, some archer tower, it's just really some archer towers around the outside that can even target, and that one expo that's kind of like protected, but it can't be directly targeted. So everything's kind of moving along, taking out most of this base. Just a couple loons left. The queen still has her ability, so I mean, just it's not in question. Bowlers are still up. Goes ahead at this point, just clearing trash, getting the job done. Has a witch up, has 3 bowlers. Just a dominating raid. Still has the queen ability. Doodle is an absolute stud, so it's great to have him back in clan and have him doing this for us all the time. He is killing it this season too. I think I should maybe I'll post that on Twitter, our stats for the season. We are looking for more help at 10v11 and then 11. We're looking for another 11 to add to the crew. So a few 10s, like maybe 2 or 3 10s, specifically if you're good at 10v11. What we're looking at, as you can see, we are with the division having 22 10v10 triples, and we have 12 of them, so 3 other teams combined for the other 10. We're pretty good there. We have quite a talented roster in that end. So in comes Yato. It looks all funny because I run this on BlueStacks, so I'm hoping maybe this continues. Like if I basically do this for a little bit longer, I'll go get a actual tablet to do this on. But anyways, at an awesome Gobo Lalo, like Bowler's just crushing this base. Had a 6-pack, I believe Yato had a 6-pack, first CWL war with North Awakens. Gets us the 6-pack. Go ahead, the kill squad's all just moving on through, tearing up this base, absolutely wrecking everything. And just picking up, then just go ahead and sending in a hound, along with a couple loons just targeting all these defenses on the outside. The hound's going to go in across the base, and that's really nice because it's soaking up all these traps, these skeletons, everything. The last AD does go down, so everything's kind of just hanging around. And then just has 4 loons for cleanup. Smart, very smartly done. Has these archers on these long perimeter buildings that would take loons or anything a long time to get there. And then just, it's all cleanup for the final little bit. Those extra loons that he saved, he definitely didn't need to send them anywhere. Using them in cleanup is tons and tons of value. And then finishes right around that town hall. Everything coming around on it, takes it out, gets the 3-star. Great job, Yato. Congrats on the 6-pack, and welcome to North Awakens CWL Wars. I think this is not this guy's first clan, or first time in the clan, but might be his first CWL war. McDuck. McDuck's really good. And he's really good, and you know he's really good because he's got 2019 heroes and is in our clan and actively warring. So he's just taking out a lot of bases. So in comes his king. It's going to just crush. Go ahead and do a suicide hero. It takes out 180. He's already gotten the second 80 zap quaked. Then has a hound and some loons for the back end. And then has a bunch of dragons. So it's kind of cool. You can see a dragon attack. Those are pretty kind of rare nowadays. Don't see a whole lot of them. One thing I'm really proud about our guys for is they just know how to take a look at a base, find out what it's weak to, and get it done. And I think that's the kind of the best strategy, the best way to go about being a high-end clan and a high-end attacker is to just take what the base is giving you. Those loons all getting hasted in. Did have those 2 hounds in that CC, just kind of soaking up traps and taking out those air defenses. Puzzles on the far side are kind of a iffy bit. It does have that heal spell, which didn't really benefit him too much. It like helped a couple dragons, but most of them were at full health. Probably could have had like a rage spell if you wanted to. But all these dragons just going around, taking care of business, and he's very smartly lured the CC away with the wizard just to keep his dragons from hitting that while they were in Tesla farm range. But as the Tesla goes down, the Teslas start going down. Loons do like it. The loons doing a lot of work. The dragons are finally getting there. It does take a little bit because there's all those storages hanging out, so it's just like a pain in the neck. But as the dragons get there, soak up another SAM, and that'll be it. Close in, take out the rest of the trash, pick up the 3-star, and just doing what we like to do, tripling bases. Finally, take a look at Joe, my brother on his little alt account, Jose, doing a Queen Walk Mass Hog. It was a really cool raid to watch live. Got to catch this one. And he just gonna walk up the side of this base, just take out a ton of the buildings. Really, like really well done. Does only have that level 24 queen, but it's basically been walking his queen. I think he got his first one, 15, 20. So she's gonna go ahead. Move up. As these Teslas start popping, it was a little bit in question because it kind of put a lot of damage with that, double Tesla plus the Expo. It's really that Expo being out of range. Because he was able to go ahead and he can get all the Teslas from the outside. The Queen just isn't under a lot of fire for long. So then from here, the Queen continues to move on. Able to take out the air defenses from outside the wall, which is awesome. So the healers all stay up, keep working on. And this does take a little bit. I mean, the walk goes on for a while. Had an archer up there clearing some trash. So the queen's going to come around here, wrap the corner. Now what he wants to do is he's going to set the funnel and go in and jump in and take out the queen. So as his queen starts tanking, and then he drops down the king to start tanking, backs that up with a couple wizards, throws down that third wizard, and now it's trying to set that up with the bowlers to go in and the bowlers and the king and the queen just to go get the defensive queen and start gutting this base. You can see with these bases that are like the buildings are lined up like that, he's really able to get these bowler bounces, so he gets like tons and tons of value. Now it's just kind of this little runway, and he's got 25 hogs. He does only have the one heal, but I mean, it's 25 hogs, so he's really able to kind of just do his thing. As the queen starts walking around, it's probably the best thing she could do. Go clearing the trash, targets each one of these buildings that he can. And he's obviously keeping them pretty spread out. There's no reason to kind of have them all grouped together. Goes ahead and drops down the heal, and that keeps everything alive. It's going to have them run on through. Then at this point, it really is all just like this race against the clock. Time was running low. You can see at the start of this attack, I think it took like the full 3 minutes. He goes ahead, takes out the king, gets a nice split on the hogs, which is all he needed. And then he just walked it on around. It took a long, I mean, this was the longest little bit. The hogs just get there, finish off before the clock strikes midnight. So that was great. So yeah, we'll, that'll be all for the attacks. We did improve to 5-1 on the season. Bangladesh, like I said, they dropped to 3-3. We have Crunch Time next week, and Crunch Time is 3-3 as well. So they're coming off a loss. I'm sure they'll be ready to go. We'll hope everybody at NA will be ready. We'll make sure of it, and and then when we get that one, we'll be happy to bring you that recap. So until next time, guys, stay frosty.